Hey everybody, Matt Travis coming to you at the Potential You. Today in our 21 tips for your life transformation in 2021, we are getting into day number 9, and this is all about creating your 90-day PACT action plan. What happens to most people? They set a resolution, right? The statistics show 92% of them fail, and it's because they don't have a plan, right? They have that outcome goal, they know what they want, but they don't actually know the pieces of the puzzle that are actually gonna get them what they want. Now, I'm gonna do a short breakdown of this. If you feel like you want the full training, there's a big training in my Facebook group. Feel free to message me and I'll get you into the group and give you that training. And we also go through this in a massive amount in our Empowered Entrepreneur Life Workshop. So let's talk about first what PACT is. PACT is persistent, accountable, consistent, and trackable. Okay, a lot of people like the word SMART, right, for their SMART goals, but I think it's all about being persistent. It's all about being accountable to yourself and others, consistent, and you have to be able to track it, right? If you can't track it, it's going to be very hard to know whether you hit it or not, right? So first thing that you always need to do for the 90 days is figure out what are the big 3 things that you want to accomplish in this next 90 days. So I'm just taking general ones that I find a lot of people come to me for. So I help people with health, lifestyle, mindset, business, things like that. So these are just general ones, and you can put whatever you want in these 3 areas. So right here I have lose 20 pounds. Okay, right here I have spend 1 hour a day with kids and get 10 new clients. So we have a health, we have a lifestyle, and we have a financial goal. Okay, you could put a professional goal there if you don't have kids, whatever you want it to be. Now the biggest thing is everybody, this is what they do on New Year's, is they have these 3 things. They're like, all right, let's go get it. But they don't know the breakdown of what those things are. So you need what we call macro habits for each one of these things. So the macro habits of 20 pounds would be, let's say healthy eating vegetables, low carbohydrate example, okay? So let's say low carb is one of the pieces, right? So you can burn some of that fat. Sleep and recovery is another habit. And then we can put a third habit there. All right, so we can have 3 habits that are going to support the big goal there. Then spend out 1 hour a day with kids. First is making sure you schedule it. And then making sure it's uninterrupted. So like throw your phone. No phone, right? Get it out of there so you can actually be with them and whatever it is. And then you can put the last part, you can put whatever your last one is. Right? I'm trying to speed this along because I want you guys to actually get the meat and potatoes of this. And get 10 new clients. So this is, connecting with people, that's friending people on Facebook, that's connecting people at networking events, whatever it is, right? Connect, give value, right? Serving them, supporting them, whatever it is, and then making offers. And you can put numbers to all of these guys. You can put how many people you want to connect with, how much value you want to give, how many offers you want to give. You're going to give numbers to all these things so that you can track them, right? And you can be consistent and persistent. So once you have these, then you can even go a step deeper, this is where I used to stop. Okay, I used to stop here, but because I'm a very general thinker, and I know I work with a lot of people that are the same way, but I found that it's when you, and this is the most important thing, if you take nothing else away from me today, it's less resistance equals more action equals better results. Less resistance equals more action equals better results. What happens is people, they're like, okay, I got this and I scheduled it, but they don't even have like that little, even further down what they need to do. So it's very, very clear what they need to accomplish. So for eating a low carbohydrate lifestyle, you're going to need to plan your food plan. You're going to need to prep food, right? Things like that. For sleep, you're going to need to make sure, optimize environment and figure out schedule when you're going to bed. Okay, time you're going to bed, when you're waking up, bed plus wake up. Okay, and I could go through all these, but like I said, I wanted to keep this video short, but you can see how I do this, right? Like, let's say we were doing this one over here. If you're trying to build a business, let's say, connecting with people. Where are you going to connect with them, right? Maybe it's Facebook or Instagram or events, like in-person events, if you still do that. Okay, and then what kind of value are you going to give them? What's your things that you do to serve people? Because everybody I work with is a little bit different. And then what is the offers that you're making them, right? We could go through this and we get really clear, and we have the big goal, we have the macro habits that you're going to establish to make sure this is consistent, and you do it over the long term, because that's the thing. People, if you get results in any of these areas but you don't keep doing it, it's pointless, right? So, and that comes back to your mindset and all that stuff, and that's why I do rapid transformation therapy with people, so they can break through some of that stuff. So that may be part of it for some people, but bottom line is that it's really having that clear plan, right? And knowing all of these things so you get really clear. Now this is where it gets cool, and this is what makes it a very clear path, way less resistance. So what you do is you take one of these from each one of your goals and you pop it into here, okay? So let's say we take the habit you have here, so low carb, right? And let's say you take one of the habits from here. You could pick any one. It doesn't have to be the first one. Like, it could be, this one could have been, let's say, it could have been sleep, okay? So let's say you're like, I'm gonna optimize my sleep first, right? And really establish that habit in the month of January. And then I'm gonna also, no phone when I'm around my kids in the month of January. That's the other habit I'm gonna focus on. And then let's say I'm gonna focus massively on connecting with people. Okay. And then look, you have a very clear 3-part path to be persistent, accountable, consistent, and trackable on, that you know exactly what's to do. Okay, so you're just taking it and you're pulling them down. And then if I'm like, okay, I need to know what I need to connect with, you can always come back up here. All right, so you can see it's very straightforward. It's exactly what people need to do. They might not want to do it, and of course, doing this in and of itself is a new habit, right? It's something new that you probably have never done before. I know I didn't. I was just like, I used to, just kind of hope, wish, and want things to come to me, and that, of course, doesn't work, because I never actually had a clear plan that was going to take me to where I wanted to go. So like I said, I have a deeper training around this in my Facebook group. If you feel like you want it or want to jump in the empowered entrepreneur life, that'll help you really establish these for you and figure out exactly what habits you need in the next 90 days of your year. Okay, and I do this every 90 days. So there's 4 90-day blocks in every year. So every 90 days I establish new ones, and that's what makes me successful, and that's what allows me to get what I want. Okay, when you make things a must, they happen, right? When you prioritize, they happen. And this is how you prioritize things in your life, whether it's health, whether it's lifestyle, whether it's business, whether it's mindset, whatever it is, it's how you prioritize it. So I hope this helps you create your 90-day PACT action plan. Keep showing up, taking action. You will get results if you implement this stuff. This is only day 9 of the 21 tips, and we have day 10 coming up next. And I hope this is helping and keeping the ball rolling so you can make this next year one of the best years of your life. So have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.